Drive on Mama, buckle up. Andre TV here from driveonmama.com, coming to you today to talk about Doordash hidden tips. You want to know how to make the most money with Doordash? Well, finding orders that have potential hidden tips is the easiest way to make the most money on Doordash. Join me on our ride along as I pick the orders and give you the details on how you can find the hidden tips in your market. Okay, we have selected our first order for the day. We are picking up at Burger King. I believe it was $10.75 or $10.25. You can see it on the screen for 5.5 miles. I am not anticipating this order to have a hidden tip, but it is a Tuesday morning. And if you are new to dashing, and I'm not saying that your market is the same, but Tuesday and Wednesdays are the slowest days, period, but the mornings are the worst. So we took it even though it's taking us out of our zone, and we are going to have to wait for them to start it once we give them the name. Let's go. Okay, it is now 9:33 a.m. We are still waiting in the drive-through line. They did send an add-on for $8.25 for an additional 3.9 miles, which I did decline. You do have to know your market. I work in the Maryland, D.C. borderline area, and during, anytime other than night, the traffic is going to be plenteous. So I'm already driving outside of the zone to do this order. That additional 3.9 miles would have taken me 2 zones over, and I would have been driving no less than, I would say, 25 to 30 minutes to get to both customers. This one customer, I should be able to get to them within 10 minutes of picking. Okay, time is now 9:54 a.m. We are on our way driving back into our zone, and sorry for the sun, I can't get away from it, but no hidden tip as expected. Okay, we dropped off that order and was back in the car and driving by 9:54 a.m. and as expected, there was no hidden tip. Typically, Burger King does not produce orders that have hidden tips, and you can see by the screenshot, the base pay went all the way up to $7.75, which means that many dashers denied it, so every time it gets denied, it goes up by a quarter, and then the customer tipped $3. Also, I knew it most likely was not going to be a hidden tip because of the subtotal. The subtotal was only $13 and change. Typically, the hidden tips are going to be on orders that are higher, anywhere from $30 up. Sometimes in the 20s it'll be a hidden tip, and the hidden tip indicator, at least in my market, is $4 above base pay. So that would be $6.75 on a normal day without peak pay. When it is peak pay, you have to add that peak pay to the $6.75, and then you'll know your new hidden tip indicator. We have accepted our next order. It is a batch on Doordash, Chick-fil-A and Panera, $11 for 3.6 miles. I'm almost sure one of these customers is a no-tipper, but I am not going to unassign the no-tipper because I want to keep my completion rate above 95%. And I think yesterday when I ended, it was 97%. So it's really not worth it because it's morning and it's slow anyway. So let's go do this. It is now 10:35 a.m. Both orders are dropped off, and as expected, one did not tip at all. I want you to guess who. One was a college kid, and one was a regular adult living in their apartment. One person, the Panera was a no-tipper, $3.50, 0 tip. The other person was a $3.50 base pay and a $4 tip. So at $6.75, when Doordash sent that to 1 or 2 rounds of dashers, they denied it. So that $2.75 base pay went up to $3.50 once I saw it on the batch. And the other person, remember the 75 cents is what they take off. So the $3.50 base pay, it actually was sitting there for a while, and it most likely was $4.25 with a 0 tip. And it never ceases to amaze me. I'll let you know. The college kid ordered the Chick-fil-A, $12 and change subtotal. He tipped $4. The adult, assuming adult, in their apartment tipped 0 with their subtotal of $20 and change. So, as a hidden tip, we're gonna have to go through lunch just to find some hidden tips. But let's see what we can get now. Okay, we have accepted our next order, $8 for 3.3 miles, picking up at Wagshaw's Deli. And I am expecting a hidden tip, even though it's already $8 for 3.3 miles.
This is a pricey delicatessen, and the subtotal is $61. So it may not happen, but let's go and see.
Okay, there was a small hidden tip. We received $8.46 instead of the $8 that was shown, and I am grateful. We have accepted our next order. We are back at Panera for $6.75 for 1 point something miles, but it's 7 items. So again, the hidden tip indicated in my market without a peak pay is $6.75, and this for 7 items at Panera, you're not spending less than $40 minimum, so it should be a hidden tip. Okay, let's find out. That last order did not have a hidden tip. Even though the subtotal was $48 and change, they tipped $4, which is fair. So how about this? For the rest of the video, I'll only come back with the hidden tips that I chose correctly. Okay, I just accepted an order that I'm hoping will have a hidden tip, but you never know. That's the way DoorDash does. It is for $11.75, 4.4 miles, 8 items at Soul Spice. Soul Spice is a gluten-free, healthy noodle place with vegetables, and they have a pickled boiled egg that's super special, and everything is just healthy and inexpensive. But I am dropping it off across the park. Everybody has the spot in their market. Am I from Boston? Anyway, a spot in their market where they know once you cross this point, you may not get good tips. So it's a risk. Some of the homes there do tip well, and some do not. $11.75 still, you can't beat it, but it's the time factor. In my market, the traffic is very bad, but it is now 12:15. We're on our way to pick up. Let's see how long it takes and if we get that tip.
We arrived at the store, and 2 of the 8 items are cookies. So the chance of a hidden tip is slowly dwindling. Let's go get it.
It is now 12:58 p.m. That is how long it took for us to get the order because they hadn't finished preparing it, drive it the 15 minutes to the customer's home, even though the total mileage was 4 point something, I believe, and to get back to the avenue, and we're sitting right across the street from Soul Spice. That is why I'm very selective, and I look for hidden tips even when it seems like the mileage is low. When you're in the city, 3 and 4 miles is about a half hour minimum round trip. So let's see what we can get next.
And I almost forgot the most important part. It was an $8 tip. So the hidden tip on that was, you'll have the numbers. I can't calculate in my head, but it was $5.50 base pay and $8 tip. And they did leave something off because about 5 minutes after I left the customer's home, it said his order had been updated, so they left something out. We have our next order on Bandit Taco. It is for $6.75 and 15 items, expecting a hidden tip for sure on this. Let's go see. Okay, we are back at Bandit Taco. That last order was a hidden tip of $1.50, and it was going to a lawyer's office, but even though the subtotal was $60-something, they tipped $5.50 and $2.75 base pay. We have our next at Bandit Taco, $10 for 4.7 miles. This one has 12 items, so maybe it'll be even bigger. Okay, that last order did have a hidden tip, and we received $12.25 instead of the $10 offer. And now we have the next order where I believe it's going to be a hidden tip, $6.75 for 0.8 miles. And the subtotal is over $60. Let's go pick it up and see. It is now approximately like 4:40 p.m. Let's go.
Okay, that last order also had a hidden tip, $10.25 received rather than the $6.75 that was shown. And we took most likely what would be the last order for this video. It is for $6.75 going 1 point something miles. It will be in the snapshot. And the subtotal is over $50, 6 items from a sushi place, and that will leave us dropping off. It says delivered by 5:13, and we are about 20 minutes from my son's school. Then we'll stop and go get him, and then it's the rest of the night for the children's. Hopefully this helps you in DoorDash hidden tips, how to find them, multiple item counts from restaurants that are kind of pricey. Try to stick to close distances if possible, because the further you go out, you have to get back unless your zone is just popping everywhere, which mine is not. And that can help you to make more money with DoorDash. And drive on, mama.
Relax, sit back, the shift is over. 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 Relax,